One thing that we do is offer hope for people.
It does give them a safe place where they can come and be supervised, and parents can feel safe that they're here.
The resiliency of the human soul.
We're in a dark place in their life and they need someone to talk to.
Hello, I'm Barry Mingo and welcome to Toronto, Nova Scotia. On 7 Minutes of Good News tonight, we're going to highlight Archway Place, which you can see behind me, and the two stories about this building, both literally and figuratively. On February 2nd, Archway Place will be hosting their annual banquet, and we thought what a better time than to talk about the two different stories going on in this building. Well, we're going to start on the second story, talking about the first story, Christian Counselling Ministries.
Christian Counselling Ministries started in 1994 out of a felt need from the community to have a specifically Christian counseling program. And so a group met and they organized and hired some therapists, and it's grown from there.
CCM has two satellite offices, one in Lower Sackville and one in Westville. Those are both part-time, and I think there's always a desire to expand the hours.
CCM is a place where people can come when they're feeling discouraged, overwhelmed, condemned. They're just having a difficult time or in a dark place in their life.
Christian Counselling Ministries offers counseling for adults and youth and children.
I think people would be surprised by the diversity of the issues and the diversity of the person that comes in. So probably the issue that I specifically deal with the most would probably be a lot of teen issues, self-esteem issues, issues going on at school, bullying, and then we often deal a lot with anxiety, depression.
When people need help, and we all do at some point in our lives, we provide an avenue where they can come and get help. We can provide hope and some sort of structure to get them back to get their lives back together, get them back to where they want to be.
I'm working with them, coming alongside them, finding out what's going on in their life and what the issues are for them, and encouraging them in knowing that they have the power within them to make things better for themselves.
By the time someone makes a call, they've been struggling with an issue for some period of time, and by that time they feel very isolated or they feel very discouraged. And so I think it's very powerful to feel like you have an ally or someone who comes in, A, that it's confidential, and B, that they're listened to. So I think we offer, beyond the clinical standpoint, just a safe place to be heard.
Christian Counselling Ministries offers to the community a specifically Christian counseling experience. It provides an affordable counseling experience, and it provides services to the community that are professional, that are quality.
The mission of CCM is a very effective one. It provides solid counseling for this town, but I think even more so, it fills a niche between the mental health center and those in private practice.
Well, it sure does fill a niche. There's many people that just don't know where to go, and they've been to their doctors, and the doctors are recommending that they have therapy, and they go to the mental health system and they have to wait for 8 to 12 months to see a professional, like a psychologist or a psychiatrist.
Folks that might not be able to afford private counseling, because we do fundraisers, we can offer reduced fees for the counseling services. We also, what sets CCM apart from others is that we can freely talk about spiritual matters.
We have that freedom if they invite us to do that. And that's where the true healing is, where you can talk about their relationship with God, because He's the master healer.
The thing also that shouldn't surprise me, but just, I guess, just am reminded about every day when we sit with individuals is the resiliency of the human soul.
We can offer that, and it's a privilege.
18 years later, we're here and we're doing great. And I think sometimes in a town of this size, to have something last 18 years speaks to a lot of really good things.
CCM is able to provide these services because of fundraisers like the fundraising banquet and the golf tournament and other things that we do that make it so that people who can't afford the services, the youth center downstairs, those services are free for the youth. The counseling up here, if people can't afford it, we can work with them around the fee that we charge. And because of that, the services are more accessible to the community at large.
Now we're going to move downstairs to the first story of Archway Place and talk about our second story of the evening and High Rock Ministries and the work it does with the youth in the community.
The High Rock is the youth division of Christian Counseling Ministries. Slate is our community youth center, so it's open to all youth from Truro and surrounding areas, aged 10 through 18. We have them in divided groups. So juniors ages 10 through 13 and our senior teens aged 14 to 18. For our juniors, they can expect a pretty high energy time. So we usually do games and cooking classes, crafts, lots of structured stuff, group games, things just to help them kind of knit together as a group, and also just to give them a safe place where they can go hang out and have fun. For our senior teens, they can expect a place where they can go for a drop-in time where they get to do a lot of their own kind of thing, working on the computers or playing video games or playing games with their friends or just sitting down, hanging out and chilling out. It does give them a safe place where they can come and be supervised and parents can feel safe that they're here. The work that we do here really helps to give them a deeper sense of self-confidence. So especially with our juniors, because we structure things for them, we're able to set goals for our individual kids that come here. So being able to have them learn a different craft or develop a different skill is really good for self-confidence, but also good for their social skills. For our senior teens, just finding a way to hang out and have fun with friends in a way that's acceptable, but also in a way that's safe is really important. Extreme Talk has been around for over 10 years. We started off very small doing workshops in just a building, and then we actually moved into the schools. So now what we do is we partner with other community agencies and professional facilitators. We lead a variety of workshops, a number of things, everything from healthy relationships to sexually transmitted infections, right up to communication and boundaries and things like that. So we go into the public schools, we take over, one grade level for a day, and students rotate through the workshops just like they would rotate through their classes. So they may take in anywhere between 6 and 8 workshops in the run of the day. And basically it's just about giving teens the information that they need so that they can make healthier life decisions.
As you can see from these two stories, the people inside the two stories of this building spend their time giving hope to those in the community that need it. Equally as impressive is the community itself and how much help it actually gives Archway Place. Everybody from churches to businesses and the people at large that believe this service is necessary. Thank you for watching. I'm Barry Mingo from 7 Minutes of Good News. Good night. Now I have to get out the snow.